I'm Mika. Mika Antonen is my whole name, and I have my colleague here, Hannu, and we are coming from a school named Tierna School. Tierna means star in Finnish language. It's come from Swedish language, but it means star. So we have star students, I think, and I'm going to talk about a little bit about Finland and the Finnish education system, and especially about our school and what we do there. So it's just a short presentation about that. And please, if you have any questions, I don't think if it's okay if we follow up the questions later. Okay. Yeah. So a little thing about Finland, just small things. Finland is a little bit different country than your country. We have about 5.5 million inhabitants, but we have almost 10 times more space than you have here in Belgium. So it's in the capital area of Finland, Helsinki, there's living 1.4 million inhabitants, but other places around Finland, it's very rarely, there people are scattered around, so we have a lot of nature and a lot of room there. There's two languages in Finland, official languages, Finnish and Swedish, so English is my third language, and I don't speak perfectly, so excuse me for that. We try to manage. Well, the religion, but Christianity, but actually, like it says here, we are fairly secularized country, so we are not very religious country. Finland has been independent 100 years, 101 years now, and society, I just choose something about because we think we have a quite good education system, but there's always room to improve and find new things, and society is changing, so the education must change also. But our education, social security, healthcare are all financed by state. So our students don't have to pay. They get a free meal, free lunch, free books, almost everything free. And well, the climate, great contrast. In the summertime, we have it almost like here now, quite warm. But on the winter time, we have a lot of snow. This year we had over 1 meter snow in our area, so like this high, and minus 20-25 degrees. So some differences. Yeah, that's about Finland. Next few slides about Oulu, the city where we are coming from. Oulu is situated 600 kilometers north from Helsinki, the capital city, here. And you see here, this is the region of Oulu. The city is actually quite small, it's not that big. Even though it's the 5th largest city in Finland, like 220,000 inhabitants in Oulu. But it's a big area. And there's a couple of pictures from our city center, the town hall and other places, just to give you some idea where we are coming from. And this is an aerial view of our city center. So, well, Oulu is right in the coast of the Baltic Sea. So we have these areas here are when you go a little bit that way to the right from the picture, then the sea begins really. This is a Oulu River region here. So, well, houses a little bit, but then when you go a little bit further, forests, quite much. Okay, some few basic things about the Finnish education system. We have a pre-primary education. It's voluntary, you don't have to go, it's for the 6 years olds. And then we have a basic education, which takes like 9 years. It's compulsory, so there everybody has to do that. And they started from when they turn to 7-year-old, and it ends in 16 years old. So after that, pupils are choosing if they want to go to, if they can go to the upper secondary education or the vocational education, and they both take about 3 years. And if you go to vocational education, then you have a profession after that. But if you go to the upper secondary education, it's more about the general things, so you don't have any profession. After that, then you have to go to the even for the applied science university or the actual university. So different ways to go around. And of course you can go to work from the vocational education straight to work, then maybe work a few years and go to get a little bit more education after that, and that kind of thing. And actually in this stage you need to have a certain amount of experience before you can go on your studies. Kind of this slide about what happens immediately after compulsory basic education. Where do our pupils go? Half go to the general upper secondary schools, 40% about going to the vocational schools, and then some other studies. They really don't know what is my place, then they go to try out different things and try to find their place. But this is what's not good. So did not continue immediately. So when they finished their basic education, they stayed home, and that's not a good thing for a 16-year-old, I think. We are actually now in Finland.
Excuse me, stayed home?
Yeah.
You mean unemployed?
Yeah,
and drop out of the system?
Yeah, drop out, doing nothing.
Yeah, that's a lot, eh?
Yeah.
9% dropouts.
Yeah, 79%. Or they are thinking that I'm going to take a sabbatical year. You're going to take 1 year off from school and do other things, because if you don't really have to go. But this is one thing that we are discussing in Finnish society now. Should we have a compulsory schooling system until they are 18 years old, so that no one will, that at least this percent could be a little bit smaller, that they would find a place to have to go to school. But in Finland, when you are done with the basic education, you don't really have to go. You can go to work if you can find some work where you don't need any education, cleaning or that kind of thing maybe. But that's the ongoing thing. And I think this is another slide shows that, yeah, well, what I have learned, your system is a little bit different. There's good and bad, we can talk about maybe later. What might be a good thing about this system and what we have found out is good thing in your system. So. Okay, the school we are coming from is a special ed school, special education, and in Finland, in basic schooling we have a 3-level system for to support students.
So that's only for special education or for
or
general?
for all.
That's for general.
It's
a general concept.
General concept in Finnish schooling system.
Okay.
3-level support in basic schooling. So we have a general support, which is just maybe have some extra teaching with the teacher and do something a little bit more homework and help to do that homework, that kind of thing. Basic things which are everybody, I think, doing in schools. So, but if that's not enough, there's problems. Then there's made this pedagogical assessment and learning plan, and you have this intensified support, and then you get more support, different kind of things, maybe smaller groups sometimes, that kind of things. And if that's not enough, then you go to have a special support, and then we do a extensive assessment and individual plan for each student.
Mika, we have an ideal the same system as coached or extra support.
You have this OV
continuum, we call it.
Yeah.
Continuum.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have the same system, exactly the same.
Yes, is this OV 3, 2, 4 things?
We have 4 levels.
Yeah, 4
you
levels.
have 3 levels. We have an extra level for external support.
Yeah. Of course, this is just a basic thing, but it's also I don't have a time or not slide what are these actually included. So, but the basic idea to get this better.
We know this.
Okay. Yeah. So, since we are talking about special education, our school, these are the pictures taken by students. So, and on winter time, so it looks a little bit different. Our school in our town, we have one special ed school actually. It's also, the organization is one, but there's different schools under this organization. So we have so the school name is Tierna School, and we have 5 departments and 11 different units where the school is actually going on.
How many campuses?
5, I think, but they are a little bit scattered, so it depends about the students, and there's also the history, because this is quite a new thing. Maybe 2 years ago these schools came together and they built this same organization for these schools. Okay, about our school then, there's actually one picture from our school where we work. Our school is this kind of a thing. It's a workshop school, a little bit like a technical school here in Belgium. It's a small school. We have
vocational. We call it vocational or beroepsonderwijs. Vocational education.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. We have 20 pupils, students, age 13 to 18, because if they are not getting their basic schooling ready when they are 16, it goes on until they are 18. So they have to pass their basic schooling tests and everything. Our pupils have special support level pupils. They have behavioral problems, ADD, ADHD, and autism. Not severe autism, but a little bit autism. In our school we have 3 special ed teachers. I'm one of them. And then we have 2 work trainers, and Hannu is one of our work trainers here. And then we have 1 assistant teacher. And of course, then we have how do you call it? We have some visitors who are staying like they are practicing to become maybe a social worker or to become a teacher and so we have a little bit more adults than not only 6 in our school working. Different kind of things. I just put some keywords actually about our school, what we think that is important in our school, and how we like to do things. The main thing is about learning by doing. That's because we are a workshop school, so we try to implement this kind of thing in every subject, especially if you have a math class, then we can go around, maybe make some calculations about area sizes and that kind of thing. Just learning by doing, measuring and then calculating, and not only theoretical thing but also in practice. Practical, concrete, tangible actions every day is our goal. Since our students they have problems to concentrate, we try to offer them something to do with hands, with their body every day. Woodworking, metalworking, working with Hannu in car garage, repairing, maintaining cars, their own scooters or mopeds, motorcycles maybe, physical education, home economics, cooking, etc. I have pictures after this, so we can see what kind of things. Big part of our thing is that when a student comes to our school, we really try to make a good contact, building trust. We talk a lot with the students and and only maybe in groups, small groups, but also just the teacher or work coach together. I think that's very important to build trust, and then if you have problems, it's easier to maybe find a solution to those problems. We try to encourage participation in everything, so you don't just, we actually demand it. So you can't stay away, you have to participate. So, and sometimes it's a little bit challenging, but we are not actually giving them a chance to not to participate. We are just taking them. We try to be an example ourselves and participate in everything and doing that kind of thing. Of course, this is about finding strengths. Our students, because they are coming to our workshop schools, they have some interest about the technical things. So usually those strengths come from there. They might be someone who's really good working with their hands, doing stuff, carving and repairing and so on. But the school part, the theoretical part might be difficult, so that's why we try to connect those things together. And then we have quite a bit cooperation in our school. Of course, with different schools where they're coming from, we go to visit before they come to our place, and this kind of consulting thing. We try to first maybe give other teachers some instructions or pointers or ideas how to do things a little bit different, because they are having problems in their own school with this and that student. So, and of course with the parent or parents, caretakers, social workers, healthcare institutions and therapists, and almost everybody who is connected to the student. We try to bring them together and think how we are going to move forward here. Okay, some pictures from our school. Woodworking place. This is our recreational room where they spend time a little bit too tidy in this picture. Yeah, it is the same room, and this is one project that our students made. We got this pool table for free. It was really smashed, broken, and they, together with our work coach in woodworking, they repaired it, doing every these things, and that kind of, because then they are working for themselves. So you have a pool, and let's work it, make it okay, and then you can use it in school. Home economics, cooking kind of thing, few pictures there, making rolls, I think, some mac and cheese, chocolate, drink, hot chocolate, yeah. We also do a little bit electronics, get used to how computers work. We tear them down and clean them and talk about what everybody's doing and why they are there and so on. And also learn basic things about the programming. This is a so-called robot. We can program it to follow the line and do that kind of thing. Basic programming things. Some other projects that our students have made. This is a case for iPads, so that we use iPads quite a bit in our school. And then it takes 8 iPads, I think, and this is a place for chargers, and you can just grab it along when you go to the classroom. This is one of our students' projects. He made. This is a car speaker system, I think. We try to encourage them to take a project for themselves, what they are interested in. Right, so they can really appreciate that work they have done afterwards. Some woodworking stuff, a little bit metalworking, mopeds, painting, parts, making a knife. It's a Finnish cultural thing, I think. It's a traditional thing to make this small knife for woodworking. This is a motorcycle lift. You put the motorcycle there and then you step on this thing, and it's a maintenance. It's a prototype. Some working with the cars. Repairing, maintaining, different kind of things. Actually, in our school, we do customer projects. So almost anybody can call Hannu and ask if, okay, my car needs new tires. So can you arrange that? So we have machines to change tires for the rims. And
external citizens also can?
Yeah, external can. But we don't advertise it because there's going to be too much work. So just few no's and that kind of thing. Working with the tools, working with the cars, that kind of thing. There are some of our students are really interested about these things. And well, let's see. This is a small, short video presentation. Our school is also in the same building and the building next to ours. There is also a little bit more those students who haven't been able to know what they are going to do after basic schooling. So they are. This is a kind of institutional thing that they can go to try different workshops, and those students also work in our same places as our schools. So they have made this video. Maybe we watch it if it works. Oh. Yeah. Some media projects. Home economics. Bicycle repairing. And car maintenance. Okay, thank you. That's about it. Okay. So we can ask questions.
After they finish school, they are going to work normally, or
normally our students go to the vocational schools after, not so much to the upper secondary school.
No,
not so much. Maybe a few sometimes, but usually they go to the vocational schools.
you have students from 13
to 16.
To 16.
Yeah, but there's only a couple of who are maybe 17 or 18. But then when you turn 18, basically you don't have to finish your school.
It's
after
not
that.
compulsory.
Yeah, but there usually isn't many students who are quite a bit take an extra year, so they might be 17 years old when they finish our school, but usually 16.
In one of the first slides, you say for 20 pupils we have
six
adults.
teachers. Is it always
only three,
like that?
Really, 3 teachers, but 6 adults in home. Taking care of 20.
That's a lot. It's
yeah, but it still sometimes feel that it's not enough. Because our pupils are really lively sometimes.
Yes.
So but it depends. I think we have quite a good number of adults compared to students, but well, it depends. That's only happening in special ed school. Yeah, not in a normal school, basic schooling. There's like 20 to 30 pupils and 1 teacher.
And you also have special ed schools for younger children?
Yes, we have. Yeah, we also have.
Basic education.
Yeah.
But also a lot of inclusion in the regular education,
yeah, we have some inclusion also. And in Finland, it depends about the town or municipality where you are, how they have done it. There's a great difference between towns and municipalities, but in Oulu we also have inclusive. Normally students, if they might be in the special needs, the 3rd level, they might be still there in their own school, if it's possible. But sometimes the problems are too big, so then they come to our places. Only not so many, but enough anyway.
I heard that the social status of the teachers in Finland is rather high.
Well, yeah.
It is in our society we have a problem with that, and the social status
of
teachers, even of professors and so, is not so high as in Finland. How does it come, and how can
Well, I don't know. I think it depends about the history and the society and everything. So maybe a little bit about the salary, but we don't have not so good salaries, but enough. But also, I think it's about that the society appreciates education. They think that education is important. Everybody almost think that education is important, and so that's a kind of message that goes to the society. So if education is important, you feel that that's important, then maybe teachers are also important. And that kind of thing.
I visited Oulu a few years ago,
Okay.
and everywhere I could see how important education was seen by the government. You can see it financially, you can see the infrastructure you have, all the equipment you have in those schools.
And everything for free?
Yes,
So
meals,
schools
everything. And also the esteem of the profession. I think it's also linked to the fact that it's an academic degree. And you can't get in so easily. There's selections before you can start your training.
It's a competition, quite a big competition to become a teacher.
Only the best become teacher.
Well, I managed to do it, so maybe not.
You are the best.
No.
You speak about inclusive education in regular schools.
Yeah.
The schools where there is inclusive education, do they have only one teacher for some pupils, or are they also?
It depends, but if you do inclusive thing, then there's usually at least the assistant teacher to be around, and I think that's the very important thing. And if you're really going to do good inclusive, I feel like that you need to have good resources to do it, because otherwise it doesn't work. It's going to create more problems than it's solving, I think. But it depends, and we have to think about each student or pupil by their individual needs. It depends.
Different concepts like participation and so. Is that typical for all Finnish education? Also for early childhood or primary education?
I think it might be a kind of typical thing, but I think we are more emphasizing in our school that a little bit more than other places, because maybe there's not so much problems to participate if things are going good, but when you have problems, then you try to stay away and not coming to school, and not, if I'm coming, I'm not doing anything, and that kind of thing. So that's why we try to encourage the participation.